Hey everybody, and happy homecoming week here at Oklahoma State. I'm Adam Hildebrandt. We appreciate you joining us today, and I have the pleasure of being joined by this year's homecoming king and queen, Jace Johnson and Jaselyn Rossman. Y'all, first of all, congratulations. Thanks so much for coming and spending some time with us today. Let's start by getting to know the both of you a little bit. Jaselyn, let's start with you. Tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
Well, I'm from Sapulpa, Oklahoma. It's the Tulsa area. Grew up in Sapulpa, graduated from Sapulpa High School, and born and raised in OSU, cowgirl. Always went to the football games with my parents. Both my parents graduated from OSU. My mom got her CPA license and her master's through OSU, so that's someone I look up to and want to follow through the years. So that's a little bit about me and why I came to OSU.
Sounds like a crowning a while in the making, so congratulations. Jace, what about you?
I actually grew up in St. Joe, Texas, which is about an hour north of Dallas. It's got about 1,000 people in it, and I graduated with 25, so that was a big class for us. So coming to Stillwater was definitely not the biggest change, because to me Stillwater still feels like a small town, but I tell everybody that coming to Stillwater is the best decision I've ever made. Architecture major, so I stay pretty busy, don't get a lot of sleep, but super happy to be here, super blessed.
Feels like you may not have gotten a lot of sleep last night either. Has the news of the day yesterday kind of sunk in yet?
Yes, I think a little. I was super excited. I didn't sleep very much last night, I think just because of excitement, but it's definitely sinking in. I'm just so grateful and honored to be here with Jace and just the whole court this week. They're awesome. It's been so fun already, so I'm super excited.
Yeah, honestly, I think I blacked out a little bit when they called my name and then they were trying to get my sash on me. I was super nervous, but everybody on court is super deserving to be there, and I think everybody we talked to were just happy to be on court, and obviously it's a big blessing to be here. So.
Yeah, the sashes and the wind were a tough combination
Yes.
yesterday. There's a lot going on at Fountain Dyeing, and that was a great event. There's a huge crowd out there for that. Walk me through how you get to this point, because I know there's a process to even be on the homecoming court.
First, it starts with an application process. You have to record a 2-minute video about somebody at OSU that's made a big impact on you, and then obviously your resume, and answer a couple essay questions. After that, it comes to the top 15 interviews, and it's kind of a round robin. There's 5 people in there, and they each ask you 2 questions, and super fast paced, a lot of fun. And then the top 5 interview stage is more like a conversation, more about you, your impact on OSU, and kind of what OSU means to you.
Did you apply to be part of it? Like, what made you want to get involved and potentially be on the homecoming court in the first place?
Yes, so, like I said, growing up, coming to OSU, coming to all the homecomings, it's always been so special. It is America's greatest, truly. I think anyone will tell you that. And so I've just always loved it and thought, what an honor it would be. I honestly never imagined myself in the situation, and the fact that I'm here it's just like a testament of like the Lord's plan for me and the way I get to represent OSU now on a bigger stage. I've always been a part of it, being on the Oklahoma State Pom Squad, but now getting to see it through this view is so special and just something I'm looking forward to.
Jace mentioned part of the process, talking about somebody who made an impact on you at Oklahoma State. Jaselyn, who was that for you?
Yes, it was my OSU Pom coach, Becky Jackson. She's also the spirit coordinator, and I tell everyone, if you don't have a Becky in your life, you need one, and she will be anyone's friend, anyone's supporter. She is someone who believes in me more than I believe in myself most of the time, and I'm just so thankful because she allows me to pursue dreams outside of just Pom. I get to be on homecoming court, follow any other crazy dreams or any ideas I might have, and she's my biggest cheerleader through it all, and she means a lot to me, so hopefully she sees this. She's awesome.
Jace, how about you?
I feel bad just talking about one because there's been so many people that made a huge impact on me here, but I talked about one of my architecture professors. There was a specific instance where we were having architecture super competitive, and you have competitions and stuff like that where firms come in and judge, and I'd put a whole lot of work into like achieving this goal, and up until that point in my life I'd always been chasing honors and awards because I thought that was going to make me feel successful. And I kept thinking, well, if I get this, then I'll be happy. And I got there, and I got to that point, and it didn't work out, and I felt super crushed. And I just had an honest conversation with her, and she pretty much told me that there's a big difference between being successful and significant. And significant is doing things and putting other people before yourself without looking for any recognition. And up until that point, it was all about success, is about me. How do I make myself look better? And for me, it's all about becoming significant now.
Well, it's fun to hear stories of people at Oklahoma State who are impacting students, and you guys will have a chance, obviously, to pay that forward, especially in your roles this week. Yesterday was just the beginning. There's a full week of festivities coming up, so what does the schedule kind of look like for the two of you moving forward?
Yes, so tonight we kick off the student tailgate, and I believe that's at the Alumni Association Center. So that'll kick off tonight at 5:30, and we're super excited for that. We have the Harvest Carnival tomorrow, and then on Wednesday is the Hester Street painting, which is something I look forward to every year. I think it's so fun. I'm not an artist at all, but I do love painting and all the stuff, and getting to see that on the walk on Saturday on the game. And then on Thursday is All Night Pomp. Yes, love it. All Night Pomp, it's the best. Gonna be super tired, but we get to walk around and just cheer everyone on. It's so special.
I think
all
we
the
get
students.
to bring Red Bull and stuff like that.
Yes.
Too, so.
So that's fun. And then Friday will be the pep rally.
Yes.
The pep rally, and which will be awesome, and walk around. And then Saturday is the parade. We'll be in the parade, super exciting in the morning, and then the game.
Yeah.
That's kind of, I think, the week.
I am very impressed with how you just rattled that off the top of your head.
I couldn't have done that.
Yeah, I would have
I
had
am too. I hope I got all that right.
absolutely no chance on
Day by
mine.
day, for sure.
You mentioned street painting. Is that your favorite part of homecoming, and why?
Okay, it's one of my favorite parts. I feel like you can't really put a pinpoint on your favorite part, but I just love seeing all the kids come out. I think it's a very fun event, and everybody, get to display their creativity and their love for OSU on the street. And then during the walk before the game on Saturday, it's always fun to walk down Hester Street and see all of the OSU spirit on the ground, and it's so fun to look back on.
Jace, is there anything in particular that you're looking forward to?
For me, it's Harvest Carnival. You mentioned earlier why we want to be a part of court. And my freshman year, I was at Harvest Carnival, and I got to see the royalty and the king and queen interact with the children there. And that's a lasting impact that will not only influence them to want to come to OSU, but potentially be involved in some sort of leadership when they get here. So I'm looking forward to Harvest Carnival. It's always super fun getting to interact with the children.
So obviously, to get to this point, you are going through academic studies as well. So let's kind of wrap up with that. Jace, you mentioned architecture. Why architecture? What do you hope to do with that in the future?
I've always loved being creative. Growing up, I wanted to be a filmmaker, and I wanted to tell stories. So I feel like you can do that through buildings and designing buildings like that. As far as my career, I'd like to say I know. I'm going to go wherever I can find a job that I believe suits me, preferably commercial architecture, and then eventually work towards owning my own firm one day. So.
Okay. And then Jaselyn, I think you said accounting.
I'm an accounting major.
Okay.
Yes.
Why?
I kind of hint on that. Like I said earlier, my mom is just an inspiration to me, and she got her accounting degree through OSU, as well as her master's and her CPA license. So just looking up to her and always loving numbers and math has just been something I've just been grown to and just reached for. I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now, but I just love all the specifics of it. So that's my plan, and to achieve a master's degree in accounting, and then as well as this is like part of the plan, hopefully, well, not hopefully, for sure, going to Miss Oklahoma this year and pursuing that dream, and then after that achieving my master's.
You just bring that crown with you. Just let them know, like, hey, I've
Yes.
already got
Hey.
experience with this. So
Yes.
yeah. Well, congratulations to you both. Thank you for spending some time with us. Try to get some rest when you can over the course of the week. But big time congrats, and thanks
Thank
for coming
you.
by.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
for having us.
That'll do it for us this time. Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome home, all the alumni that are coming back this week. We'll look forward to seeing you throughout the week on campus. Happy homecoming.